What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Yours truly, Kendrick Knight here, back again with another video. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content. WWE's annual Money in the Bank PLE is back at you tonight. Tonight on Peacock, man. It's gonna be a great one. Think it's gonna be a great one in Los Angeles, Cali, California, and it's gonna be a great one in my opinion, man. They got four big matches, four incredible matches here tonight, man, and it's gonna be a great one. I feel like, um, for me, man, I think I think everybody thinks that. The big tag team match is going to be the match of the night for sure. You got John Cena, Logan Paul against Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and Mr. Yeet Man himself, the World Heavyweight Champion, Jey Uso, going to be, you know, the match of the night. But I feel like the men's Money in the Bank match that I have right here for you guys is going to be the match of the night. Me personally, you know. Um, High stakes, big risks, but whoever takes down that Money in the Bank briefcase, it gets in recent history not a guaranteed world championship, but a shot at becoming a world champion and being able to cash it in at any given time within the next year. It's possible. You know what I'm saying? And let's go ahead and start off with the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Who I think is going to walk away as Mr. Money in the Bank. My odds are on LA Knight. I think LA Knight is going to take it down, man. This is his third straight Money in the Bank contract ladder match, and third time's the charm, as they say. Third time's the charm, as they say. LA Knight is going to take down that briefcase, man. Because in my opinion, I feel like Andrade is there for the spots. You know what I'm saying? Not to say, not to say that Andrade is not a good, you know, option. It's just the way he's been used on television. He's not a credible threat to win. He's been in a couple Money in the Bank ladder matches himself, and again, huge spots and amazing bumps to take. But as a realistic option to take down that briefcase, no. And that's just what history says. He's there for the amazing spots in the match and wow the crowd. And I feel like this match is no different, And but it's good to see Andrade. It's good to see Andrade in a premiere match on a premiere show and get that showcase. You know what I'm saying? El Grande Americano slash Chad Gable is not going to win this match at all. He has this beef with uh, Latino wrestling. You know what I'm saying? And all of the Latins. So I don't see him winning at all. Again, maybe the Spot Fest to see what he can do in the process, but I don't see Chad Gable winning this match whatsoever. And I think he's going to cancel out not only Andrade but Penta as well. Penta has been a great addition to the WWE roster on Monday Night Raw, and he's been amazing, 1000%. I've heard of who Penta was back in AEW. I was aware of who he was, but I didn't really see his work like that until he got into the E. And once he got to the E, having amazing matches, um, he's definitely on my radar as far as one of my favorites right now. You know what I mean? But is it too early to put the case on Penta and push him to the moon? I think it's kind of early. Kind of early. Me personally, kind of early. You know what I mean? So, and also with Chad Gable, El Grande Americano, like I think he's going to cancel both Andrade and Penta out. You know what I mean? And not allow them to win. So those three are out. As possible threats of winning. Solo Sikoa's chance of stardom and being that next guy went down a drain throughout that entire Roman Reigns feud and having that battle of the Ulafala. Once he lost that match on the first Raw, Monday Night Raw of Netflix era, he was done. Like he is no longer a serious threat to me. He's now just this goofy character, um, being this leader of the bloodline. You know what I'm saying? That's being led low key by Jago Fatu, right? Um, as much as I really, really, really enjoyed Solo after Mania 40 and that whole run leading up to Roman Reigns' return at SummerSlam, that whole thing with the original members of the OG of the Bloodline 2.0, Tama Tonga and Tongaloa, like with them, that was elite. You know what I'm saying? No pun to all elite wrestling, but that was elite. That was elite Solo Sikoa at his peak of becoming that next star. And there were so many moments where they could have cashed in on that and allow him to be that next guy. But that never prevailed. You know, he lost to Cody. You know what I'm saying? Lost to Cody at SummerSlam because of Roman Reigns, right? Big War Games match. That could have been his opportunity there, right? Lost even before that. Lost at what PLE was that? Bad Blood? Him and Jacob against Cody and Roman. They lost that match as well. Going to War Games, they lost that match as well. And going back to what I said, the first Monday Night Raw on Netflix, he lost to Ulafala to see who is definitively the owner of it. And he lost that match as well, clean. So I'm done with Solo. You know what I mean? Like he is not. He's no longer a serious threat to me as far as being that next level guy. You know what I'm saying? So again, I feel like he's another opportunity to showcase Solo, to come across as a real threat. But I just don't see it here, man. Those four guys just in a match to be in a match, to me personally. Now, the two real options here are Seth freaking Rollins and LA Knight. Yeah. And I can see why people say Seth Rollins. I can see why people would say Seth Rollins because he just got a new tandem of Big Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, and now with the wise man Paul Heyman. I don't see Seth Rollins winning here simply because of the factors of you got Sami Zayn, you got CM Punk, and the ultimate return of the OTC Roman Reigns, possibly cashing in their opportunities to not allow Seth Rollins to take down the briefcase. We haven't seen Roman Reigns since losing the main event of WrestleMania Night 1 against Seth Rollins and CM Punk. But because of the turn of Paul Heyman on both of these guys, they kind of intertwine now. Now feel like they have to team up, you know what I mean? And have that ultimate, you know, tag team, and then you add in the mix of a Sami Zayn, you know what I'm saying? Like these guys have so many beefs with one guy and based off his actions, you know what I'm saying? And that's going to lead up to Money in the Bank. I think it's going to be a spot where Seth Rollins is on a ladder as there's no one around and he's that close. And then Roman Reigns comes back easy, you know what I'm saying? And cost him that briefcase. And that's going to possibly lead to a SummerSlam just match of matches Yet again, a showdown on the biggest show of the summer, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and you know that's going to lead to something even greater down the road. You know what I mean? And so, LA Knight, LA Knight has been the biggest thing in WWE since 2002, 2022. Wow, 2022, and the summer. Not even just the summer, but the entire year of 2023, he was red hot, massively hot. Like, man, you had to be there. You had to be there as a WWE fan. Like, you had to just feel that energy. Even when on a TV screen, like you felt that energy. Even when you were at a show, you felt that aura. Like LA Knight is that guy, right? And there were many opportunities where WWE could have pulled a trigger on LA Knight and made him a briefcase winner 2 years ago, last year. This year is his opportunity. It has to be it, right? He won the United States Championship finally, 2024. Amazing, right? When he beat Logan Paul for it at SummerSlam of last year in Cleveland. Amazing match. It was a good match. It was a good match, right? Um, Lost it, got it back again, lost it. Now on to bigger, better things. Got your mid-card title. You had your moment there. Now it's kind of go up the ranks. And this briefcase is his opportunity, right? I don't see him going after John Cena, right? I don't see him getting that WWE title just yet. Because that scene with Cena, the ultimate um rematch with Cody, right? The ultimate match with Punk himself, and all these other guys down the line. I don't see. I mean, you could possibly see it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can possibly see it. Due to the fact Cena is a heel, and LA Knight is a baby cashing in on a heel versus baby cashing in on a baby with Jey Uso as a world champion. You know what I'm saying? And now, and looking back, LA Knight and Cena have history. They tagged before. You know, so they're not no strangers. You know what I mean? So uh, this has to be LA Knight's time. It has to be LA Knight's time, man. And I'm pulling for LA Knight. I'm pulling for LA Knight, man. Pulling for LA Knight, man. He got to do it. He got to get it. He got to get it, man. Um, Women's Intercontinental Championship match. Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch. I went out on a limb and said Lyra Valkyria was going to win and retain at Backlash, and she did. My surprise that happened, and here we are, another PLE later. It's a rematch, and if Becky Lynch loses, she can no longer go after the title as long as Lyra is the champion. And this is where Lyra loses here. I got Becky Lynch, man. I got Becky Lynch not because I don't want to see Lyra win, because I would love to see that, but I don't see WWE letting Becky Lynch lose for a consecutive PLE in a row. I don't see that happening whatsoever, man. And I think Lyra has had a solid reign as the in Argo as the first ever champion for the women's IC. Like she did a very good job. You know what I mean? Um, I still stand on like she should have had like a more of a solid spot at WrestleMania versus a random tag match. But she's done a solid job as its champion. And I think it's Becky's time. It's Becky's time, man. You know what I mean? It's Becky's time, you know. Again, not to say that I don't want Lyra to win, but I just don't see Becky losing, bro. Becky's gonna become champion. I think about a little heel tactic, either a roll up, holding the ropes, um, disarmor by doing something heelish, and she's gonna take it, causing maybe a possible third match down the road. Possible third match down the road, and to see who's for sure like the better woman. And so, yeah, I got Becky Lynch, man. I got Becky Lynch winning this match, and that's just what it is for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to disappoint you guys. You know, that's just what it is. Um, women's Money in the Bank. Women's Money in the Bank. This was a very tough one to call, me personally, because I can argue a case for all six, to be honest. You know, you got Julia, Stephanie Von Cure, Rhea Ripley, Roxanne Perez, Naomi, and Alexa Bliss. Wow. Um, First of all, this is a very solid um group of women that are just awesome in the ring. Not just character work, but just like also just the in-ring work. And so it's a tough man. It's a tough one for me. It's a very tough one for me, man. I will have to lean towards God, man. Oh man. Because us fans, we've been dying for Naomi to have her flowers and get an opportunity to showcase what she can do as champion and being pushed to that status. Now, especially now as a heel, right? I would love to see Naomi win. I would love to see her win. But I'm slightly going Alexa Bliss for Money in the Bank. Miss Money in the Bank. And I tell you this, I think the White Six came back at a perfect time, right? Because we're not going to forget how Alexa Bliss is still with that doll. Alexa Bliss is still doing Sister Abigail. She still has that sinister, look how she did back in the pandemic era, right? I don't think that story is finished. I don't think that story is finished. I see Alexa Bliss winning Miss Money in the Bank due to the White Six helping her in some kind of way. Whether it's Alexa and Julia, for example, fighting, going back and forth, lights go out, boom, Julia is nowhere to be found, and Uncle Howdy or someone is helping her get the case. Like I see that happening. And also too, just outside of that theory, like it's been so long, right? For Bliss to be in that limelight. You know what I'm saying? It's been so long since she's been on programming. I think we need that. I think we need to see, you know, that old Bliss again. that old glory bliss. So, 2018, 2019, 2020, and going, into the Fiend stuff as well. Like I missed Alexa Bliss. Me personally, I missed Alexa Bliss. Like I can honestly say that. Like I missed Alexa Bliss. And so then you add into the White Six thing. Like I got Alexa. Me personally. I got Alexa. And I feel like it's way too early for Stephanie. She literally just got caught up. I think with Julia and Roxanne, I feel like they need more, what I'm saying? I feel like with Julia and Roxanne, they need more uh big matches and wins to get more over with the crowd. Like of course we know who Roxanne and Julia are for us NXT watchers, but this is a whole new ball game. This is WWE. This is the main roster. This is Monday Night Raw. This is Friday Night SmackDown. Like there's a whole new realm of WWE fans that need to get comfortable with these people, get to, more understanding of who these women are. And I feel like it's not way too early like a Stephanie, but it's still kind of early to put them on that limelight, put them on that type of stage to win. Not to put them on the stage, like of course, put them on the stage, but to win think it's kind of premature for those three women, specifically, especially for Stephanie, because she literally just got called up this week. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like Finn Balor kind of like push back in 2016. You know what I mean? So no, you know what I'm saying? Um, Rhea, you can make a case for Rhea, but mommy has literally been on top for the past, what, 2, 3 years? Like, love seeing Rhea. I love seeing Rhea, but like I would love to see someone else get that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of like what Rhea was saying last night on SmackDown. Like she's never been in the Money in the Bank because she never needed it. She was always in contention without it. Like it's Rhea Ripley. You feel what I'm saying? Like she never needed it, even if like and most times she was already champion. There's no reason for a champion to be in the Money in the Bank unless they're gonna cash them on themselves, you know? So it's like, Rhea don't really need this, me personally. So it boils down to Alexa and Naomi to me. And like I said, I would love to see Naomi get that push. I just don't see it, man. I just don't see it. And that's not to say that Naomi is not deserving because she is, and what she's doing character-wise has been such an amazing thing to watch, an amazing thing to see, especially with the whole Jade, Bianca stuff, and what that can still uphold later down the road. Because I feel like there's still so much to that story, and I just don't see how the Money in the Bank fits into that. And I feel like, in my opinion, right? I feel like whoever wins the Money in the Bank has to have like a clean slate. They shouldn't have like already built in stories going into it and then win the Money in the Bank. You know what I'm saying? Like prime example, Baron Corbin. When Baron Corbin won the Money in the Bank a couple years ago, like he didn't have like a story built in to to win. You know what I'm saying? It was a clean slate. Like this is a person that was not really featured much. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't really doing much of anything, just winning matches here, losing matches here, and he would just kind of like up and down, up and down, up and down. Not no real story, no real substance with his character. And then when he wins, it's like, okay, boom, this is a young star now has his whole life uh, ahead of him and being able to become world champion, right? Seth Rollins, like I said, Seth Rollins already has beef with Sammy. He has beef with CM Punk. He has beef with Roman Reigns. Just sticking his nose every which way, and you think he's gonna win the Money in the Bank? No way. LA Knight, LA Knight just had an amazing match with Aleister Black, right? And solid match, real solid match, very solid match. But I don't think that's going to be something that gets in the way of him winning the Money in the Bank. You know what I'm saying? That's not a solid story. You know what I mean? And as far as with the women, man, like Bianca, Jay, Naomi, Naomi got things going on there. You know, Alexa Bliss has a clean slate. Like she has nothing truly going for her at the moment, right? And you add that briefcase alongside her officially being with the Wyatt Six. Oh yeah, that's money. That's money. So my money is literally on Alexa Bliss to take home that case. And now we get to the main event, right? The Money in the Bank, right? Got Jey Uso. Jey Uso, the Yeet Man himself, the World Heavyweight Champion Jey Uso, teaming with the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and they are going toe to toe with Logan Paul and the last real champion in the WWE, the 17-time WWE champion, John Cena, right? After last night, Cody and Jay is winning. Cody and Jay winning, man. I see it. Plain as day. Easy. This match was kind of clear to see in a sense, because Cody was coming back regardless. Now, am I in agreement of like him coming back was kind of like premature? Absolutely, kind of early, you know. But I knew it wasn't going to be like on some Roman Reigns type stuff, like all the way to SummerSlam. Like, nah, but like I wasn't expecting it to this early. You know what I'm saying? And when he came in to help Jay from the beatdown by John Cena and Logan Paul, like okay, I saw the writing on the wall with this tag match, and so um it continues the story with John and Cody, and eventually their one-on-one match again, possibly at SummerSlam, right? It continues the story with Jay and Logan, and I feel like their match at Saturday Night's main event was fire before all the shenanigans, right? And I think Logan was such a um, good choice to be Jay's first feud, um, as world champion. Um, but as far as this match, man, this match will be great. Obviously, like it's going to be a great match. Cody's first televised match since WrestleMania 41, since he lost to Cena, right? So I hope that this match leads into something more. Like I said, with Cena and Cody, with Logan and Jay, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I mean? Like I don't want this to be like a one-off situation where it's like, oh, Cena and Cody won, like okay, cool, boom, they move forward. And just looking back and listening to Cena, listening to Logan, how they portray themselves, and how Cena was like, you know, these guys are wannabes. They want to be like me. They want to be like you. Not John Cena. You feel what I'm saying? Like you're desperate and you're out of touch. You're desperate and you're just lazy. You know what I'm saying? Like you are not me, bro. And Logan coming in talking his trash. You know what I'm saying? He's the future. He's the future of this. He's the future of that. And I give his props. You know, Logan Paul, he man, that guy for sure. And I'm glad he's with us full time, right? Um, I think this match would be great. I just don't think it's gonna be a match of the night. That men's Money in the Bank is gonna be crazy, but I feel like this is going to be the jump start into SummerSlam season in the summer. And we're gonna see what happens, man. But I do got the baby faces winning here, man. Especially after last night, after what Cena and Logan did, standing tall, beating those guys down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Cody and Jay winning for sure. But four matches, which is crazy. Four matches for a PLE in Los Angeles, Cali. But it's gonna be great, man. Women's Money in the Bank, Alexa Bliss, I got her taking it down due to the help of the White Six. Lyra Valkyria, Becky Lynch, man. Becky Lynch is gonna add another belt to her resume. She's gonna be the second time women's Intercontinental Champion. Not because I want that to happen, but because I don't see her losing two PLEs in a row. Clean. It's just not gonna happen. I don't think so. LA Knight. He gonna win. Third time's a charm. Third time is a charm for LA Knight. And I got Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso winning their epic tag team match against Logan Paul and John Cena, with Logan Paul taking the pin because Cena is not taking that loss. Not at all. But make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content. This has been my WWE Money in the Bank preview prediction video. I would come back at you guys, man. Maybe Monday. Maybe Monday for the review, man. Maybe I will have some guests on, you know, Lonnie King Lonnie, you know what I mean? But we'll see. But until that video, man, make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content. You'll surely catch me not here, man. And until next video, yes, sir.